No. Listen.
Stop.
I have the right to defend myself. I have the right to defend myself. We're going to see how they do today at our FEMA office and Veteran Services.
Yeah, so they can't read that much. Can't read.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, doing pretty good. Hey, don't get your hands off me.
Please don't force yourself in, sir.
I'm going through here. This is open to the public, right?
No.
It's not open to the public?
Sir, you need to leave.
Listen, I'm not going anywhere. What are you going to do? You going to beat me up here? Is that what you're going to do? Get out of my way. I got work to do in here.
You could take a look on the door, sir.
The hell with the door. That's a sign. If it said no black people allowed, would you enforce that? It's just the signs. They don't have any CFR, no law on it. I have a law here. You got a copy of that paper?
Yeah. CFR is pretty clear.
Yeah, we're allowed to go in here for news purposes and things.
Maybe ask Wanda if she could come out and have a little talk. Sir, please turn off the camera equipment.
Hell,
do not have my consent to record me or record my audio.
Fuck you. No, that fuck you.
So here's the CFR that you guys posted. And then there's
Hi, my name is
for news purposes. Oh, you're not.
Excuse me, sir. Do not violate my space. Can you please step outside?
You need to have
Do not push yourself in here. Do not push yourself in here, sir. Do not push yourself in here, sir.
I'm not pushing
Do not-
myself.
yes, you did.
Listen, the only pushing going on here is right here. That's the only pushing
Do
going
not come
on.
close to my partner. You are too close to his
Looking
firearm.
at the FEMA location.
He put his firearm right here against
No,
me.
he did not, sir. You're a grown man. Behave yourself. You conduct yourself like one.
Officers
Yes,
in our location.
that's correct. Yes.
Approximately people.
This is what you're here for today, correct? That's very good. That's very good.
Block people. They're using
Very adult-like.
and you need help.
Thought you were going to get away with it, huh?
Take that camera off my face.
Fuck you, hey.
Take that camera off my face.
Order restraint.
The Volusia County Home Department, the FEMA location. There's approximately 3 people. They're all white males. They're all using camera and audio and video recording equipment. We need to have them removed from the property.
This is a constitutional right.
Excuse me?
I'm not sure if you guys are confused about that.
Yes, they're trying to force their way into the thing. They're
Nobody's
pushing
trying to
us and
force
they're
their way
trying to
in.
make entry. We need to have officers here immediately.
That's called making a false
We also need to have the watch commander and your public affairs officer as well as possible.
Turn them all down. Let's have a party.
Yes. This is the same person that's been here before causing
Fernando
problems. The
is
chief
in
of
that
police
video
is aware of the
taken now
situation.
against his policy.
No, but they're all 3 of them are agitated and they're making threats and becoming hostile.
Making threats. You're the one making threats. Blocking us, physical blocking
As
us.
soon as you can. Watch commander and have the chief of police notified as well as possible.
Yeah, get the chief down here. That'd be great.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'd rather not give my name off. We're being recorded.
Secret government.
you work for the government. You work for the people.
As soon as possible.
Didn't think I'd find out, huh?
We also notified the Federal Protective Service and
Hopefully they come down and set you straight.
JFO headquarters.
Hopefully FPS comes down here and set y'all straight. Because y'all need to set straight. Y'all just can't get right.
Sir, please step outside.
I'm not going anywhere. So some people are allowed in and some people aren't?
Excuse me, sir.
Why is he allowed in?
Excuse me,
Sir,
sir.
we're not making any other
Sir,
comment.
please step back. Please step back. You're invading my space.
He obviously has a
Please step
disability.
back.
You're not going to
Please step back. You guys are all together. You guys are all together.
I'm not together. I'm not together with anybody. I'm
Do
here with
not step
myself.
closer.
Are you not willing to make an accommodation for somebody that has a visible handicap? It's called
So if he's handicapped, why is he recording me?
So what? The rules say
Sir, you do not have our permission to have our audio or video.
say specifically.
Do not give you our consent or our permission.
I don't need your
You are in
permission.
violation of U.S. law.
The rules are
You work for the government. You receive tax money. You've contracted with the government, so therefore you're a public servant. Somebody told them, hey, y'all
Sir,
been
you
telling
need to remove.
fuck you. Fuck you.
Step aside.
Fuck you.
Step back into the hallway.
Fuck you.
Just calm down. That's what he wants.
See where I'm at here, folks? This is where I'm standing. This is the man over here trying to block somebody's camera.
You have it in my face. Get that away from my face.
It's not in
Get
your
that away from my
look,
face.
it's not in your
I am
face.
calmed down. I don't like you put that in my face.
You're the furthest thing. All this all the time.
That would be in your face right there. That's invading your personal space.
Excuse me.
blocking his
You're
way.
conducting business here.
Sir, do not come in this building. You do not have permission to enter this space.
We don't need
You're going to be
permission.
subject to trespass.
We have business in here. We don't need your permission.
No, you do not.
Yes, we do
You do
have
not have
permission.
consent to use audio and video.
Fuck you.
You're not in compliance with the
you.
rules and regulations.
You guys don't get to give consent. It's written right here.
You had this explained to you, and we're fully aware of what you're doing. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're making false
We've
statements.
got the paperwork in hand.
It's not
Give
true.
them the reaction they want, bro. Come on now.
What did I say
You
that's
know
not
better
true?
than that. This is what they
If
do.
you guys had the ability to read, it looks like 3 sentences. It's all it would take.
3 sentences.
You just read
Excuse me, sir. I'm saying, please do not put your hand in my face. Please do not put your hand in your face. Please. Please, I'm asking nicely. Please do not put your hand in my face. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
All 3 of you. But you won't let us come in here and do it, so now we're having to protest your denial of
Are you coming
service.
in for FEMA, sir?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and step in. You guys escort him in.
So some people are allowed in, some people aren't.
Which one did you get to file with?
Who's one with the first?
Yeah, okay, right here, sorry, we're trying to get things done.
I've been it all.
Never been here? Okay, the first,
this guy. More prior restraint. You guys understand what prior restraint is?
No, they don't. They don't understand. They won't even read the
Sir, you do not have
CFR.
permission to use audio and video recording devices, and it's legally posted.
Nope. There's
No. Why are you exercising prior restraint?
because he's trying to violate the laws. What he's doing, he's trying to violate our rights.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen. Look, what did you move?
This is the current time. What did I tell you before? I said, F you. You do that, and I'll have to defend myself.
Nope, you're not.
Listen, if you do that, I will defend myself.
If you do not leave,
I'll
you're under
defend
arrest.
myself right here and right now.
I will detain you pursuant to an arrest.
I don't think you can.
I think I can.
I don't think you
I
can.
have lawful
I
authority
think you'll have to use a firearm before you try to detain me.
Sir,
Are you
do not
ready to do
threaten
that?
me.
Are you ready to do that?
I am not making.
You're
any-
threatening me here. You're threatening to
need to
detain me.
leave right now.
Physically detain. Fuck you. I told you.
threatening me here. You're threatening. You need to leave right now.
I told you before. Fuck you.
No, and I'm telling you, you got to leave.
Man, listen to your boss. Back down. He's off.
What are you hiding here? What are you hiding? What's your name? Where's your name, Dad?
What's your name?
You know, as long as I got, it's okay. So play away. This is on you.
Help! 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 Somebody! Guys, abusing me! Help! 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 This guy's abusing me!
You're out of control, sir. You're out of control. You need to be arrested for battery.
This guy's out of control.
Stop. Stop.
I have the right to defend myself.
I witnessed that. I
have the right to defend myself.
Okay? Don't try to do that. Hey, my man, how you been?
So basically, one of the guys came out, he's got a little camcorder, and they're just asking the FEMA personnel questions and saying, like, basically telling them that what they're doing is illegal and unconstitutional, and just provoking him with questions. And he's not involved, he's part of the security for the county, but I guess the FEMA has their own security and they're getting a rise out of them.
Are they still here?
Yeah, there's 4 of them inside. The one that I saw has like a white shirt and longer hair. I guess he's the main one. He was here yesterday, and then there were 3 more that came with him. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're gonna have to make some arrests. Yeah, I call you guys too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, we have the YouTubers that's here, and they got physical nice for us.
They got physical with their security guards. Like how?
Like they hit them with a camera stick.
They hit him with the camera stick.
Yeah.
Why? So,
What was occurring before that?
were they
Alright, so that's-
security? Were they trying to escort them off the property and they were trying to push them away?
No, they.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Get off me. Get your hands off me. Come on.
Help! 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 Somebody! Guys abusing me! Help! 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 This guy's abusing me!
You're out of control, sir. You're out of control.
They breached the building because they said that there were survivors, and they breached the building and came inside the building, and this is not the first time they've been here trying to instigate. I talked to Captain Wilson, I was here yesterday, this is one of them, and they came inside and they tried to report people's PII stuff, and it's not allowed. And they got accosted one of the security guards.
Okay. Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
They're inside.
Not him?
No.
Okay.
No, I wasn't with these people. These people come in filming, so I turned around to film. And then these people act like I'm with them. And then one of their guards puts their hands on me, like literally puts his hands on me, dragging me. I want him charged with battery.
Okay.
I don't know.
How about this? Have a seat, we'll come talk to
We
you.
can go talk to them, get everybody separated. If you want to just hang tight here, we'll be here in just a few minutes. We just need to figure out what's going on with
Yeah, if you don't mind, like having a seat while you wait for us,
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Hello. Why are we playing? Can we turn that off? How about one at a time? Okay.
This man right here physically attacked me. Okay. He put his hands on
So,
me.
can we do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can we go outside so we're not all talking at each other at one time, please? If you don't mind. Do you mind coming outside so we can talk to each other? So we have everybody.
You guys were here last
Everybody separate. Can you step out? Can you step outside, please? Yes, it's on. It's always on. It's not muted. We don't do that. Okay. What is going on? Why is that so loud? Jesus Christ.
These guys came in, the one guy with the, they're all intoxicated, but the one guy in the gray t-shirt, I was asking him to leave, he refused to leave. I was trying to get him out on the chair.
Why are we telling them to leave?
Because they're trying to record and film it in violation of our U.S. law and U.S. code that we're enforcing. We're Raycon, we're the private contractor contractor for FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security. We're authorized by our supervisors to enforce that no one to have any audio or video recording. This is a First Amendment auditor.
I understand that. So what in this area is this where people are talking about their health issues?
This is they're trying to report things to have things for their channel to monetize it to get funds.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this room specifically.
Okay, so this room right here, we have leased for the disaster that happened, so the survivors are here to fill out their application forms.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with HIPAA or anything like that.
The first one, HIPAA?
HIPAA.
Oh yeah, totally, because you have PII, personal information, 100%. So we have people's social security numbers, their name, address, and everything.
That's not part of HIPAA. HIPAA is any health-related issues, so that's not part of HIPAA.
No.
Well, there's privacy and confidentiality issues involved, and there's also the U.S. code that's posted in the front and in the back. And this guy's been trying to constant bomb. He has multiple cases with the JTOWN Police Department.
That's okay.
And from what I understand, he was arrested by another law enforcement agency. But the one guy that was in here assaulted me, and I don't know his charges. There are no multiple witnesses to that.
I understand that. So what did he do?
He physically assaulted me with this cane that he was using to record. He hit me in the shoulder.
Okay, perfect.
And caused contact with me. He's injured me.
Did he like smack, or was it a push?
He aggressively pushed me with the cane.
How many times?
He assaulted me several times. I got the scratch on my arm and where it hit me in the shoulder.
Is there any?
And then my upper chest, my upper plate carrier.
Is there any marks?
I don't know. I haven't taken my shirt off and everything, but I'm sure he's done some damage. But I just want to make sure I'm a licensed security officer under the state of Florida. He can be charged with a third-degree felony because when you're on duty and on your post, you're technically a felon.
I'm well aware of what the law says. Right. I'm well aware. I'm just trying to.
He was asked several times.
I understand that. With it, we're walking a fine line here, and that's why I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get all the information so I can understand, so I can know what I can do as a law enforcement officer and what we can and can't do. So, with that being said, I understand that it says no video or whatever. However, it's more or less trying to understand at what point is the personal information starting to be utilized? Are these like...
It's right here. As soon as they sign in, the people...
Correct. This is not the lobby of the foyer that this excuse this First Amendment auditor wants to use. This is inside the facility with the privacy and the confidentiality, plus the safety and welfare of the employees. That is our responsibility.
No, I understand that.
We have the survivors come in and log on clipboards. The one gentleman was recording these people's names. That's PII. He was literally recording until security picked the clipboards up. It's one thing to film the room, but it's another thing when you start recording people's
I understand
names.
that. So what are on these papers?
I just told you.
Right. Is it just people signing in?
Yes, it's the survivors' names. It's a list of their names when they sign in.
Okay, and that's not public knowledge.
No, that's not public knowledge.
That's not. If you can't go through certain channels and ask who on this list is going through FEMA.
Yes.
I think you can. That is public information. That is public use.
It's really not, because once these people sign in, we destroy those documents. We destroy them. It's just a sign in for these individuals to get seen. Once they sign in,
so the document means nothing.
It means something at that point of time. Yes.
I understand. I'm just trying to gauge where we're at with this, because I'm not trying to give a hard time, but we're walking fine lines here. Because at what point is this public? Because it's a public entity and it's a government entity that they have the right to film. First Amendment. We're all there. However, if we're getting into the point where it is like social security numbers and stuff like that, or HIPAA stuff or anything like that, that's when it's okay. We can tell people not to record that kind of stuff, and that we have an expectation of privacy, and you can enforce, hey, don't record. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm asking all these questions. I get you in, and just for the beginning of this, do you want to press charges or do you want them to leave? And it was the bigger white guy with the white shirt.
Yeah, I got a photo of him. I can show you.
You can just point him out. The one that was talking.
Correct. The older guy in the white shirt.
That's perfect.
Gray shirt. This gentleman right here. He's the one who pushed me and assaulted me and then hit me with the cane. And he made contact with me and he was threatening me.
He punched you.
Correct. He says with this recording device, he hit me in the shoulder. He charged at me.
I got you. How many times?
He probably hit me 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3
and there's
times.
witnesses to that fact. And this is the guy who was also causing harm to the law.
And then they were also doing this, what was actually filming the survivors as they were doing.
Code 401? We might not be getting out.
Well, okay.
So I don't think we're getting out. Radio test.
Yeah, they was actually walking around to check on his desk, you know, it's
Yes.
was sitting down,
Okay, so,
filming those.
he is actually, so I spoke to them, and the one male in the white shirt is very calm and professional and has no problem talking to me. He's holding the documentation.
When was walking in if there's nobody at the service?
He's holding the documentation talking about where filming can and cannot be.
They
and
are
where
in the
press and
facility
news
where
are like,
is-
according to that subsection.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I got it,
One thing,
man.
just a
I got it,
moment.
man. Thank you.
Do you need
First off,
medical
battery.
services?
Yes, I would like that.
Okay, you want me to have fire come here? Okay.
Secondly,
But the thing
we're
about
at
Yeah,
a
before I central.
we're at a portion where it could
Can you
start
send
being
fire
expectation of
there,
privacy
security guard,
with social security numbers and all that kind of stuff. In the area that they were
Vital check.
men were closed.
trying to record, not the lobby or
The
anything,
thing
but
about
the
it,
actual
they told the tall gentleman, they told him the other day that there's a procedure that he has to follow in order for him to get permission to speak with us. They gave him that information, but he's again back here today.
they're only
So
allowed to be in
according
here if they're claiming to be
press and news
survivors
have the right
of the
to
hurricanes
common area and
and
lobbies. So what?
So that's where it
I did
began.
not ask you.
where it
I'm
begins
trying to do
of
my job.
giving out personal
Do you know the ins and outs? Can you explain to me the policy and the procedure on the front of the door? Then please don't interrupt me.
So
I'm
that's
trying
kind
to
of like
figure
where
out
we're
what's the
at
lobby.
with this.
I can't.
But during that, security is attempting to tell them they need to leave, and
What is considered
one security officer got
common
hit
space,
with
because
a
this
camera.
is your area,
must
and
press- and he
therefore
must press charge.
is why you guys have in place your policy, what can and cannot be done. The hallway has nothing to do with you guys. So what would you guys consider to be your lobby where
I haven't
press
talked to
would be
them,
free
but
to come and go? Because this is where you have set up, where is the
They're
lobby
the
that
first
they are allowed to
responders,
use to dock them?
and they're wanting to film the public, the government side of what this.
So I'm not trying to say anybody's wrong or right or didn't. I'm trying to get to what is policy, what
That's
are
what I
we
said.
allowed to do,
You wanna
what
come down
can we not do.
You know they're going to be
And
like,
then
I
we
want
can
your
go from there.
supervisor, blah, blah,
Because
blah.
I need to see who is allowed to be here, where they're allowed to be, according to policy.
And I'll show you what I mean.
She'll further explain it to you, but the other day, the tall gentleman, we had a GRC court, and he came and he told us what the other process.
Yeah.
The process you guys need to follow with the press, you know what?
The police officer. All right, so this has been going on for some time.
I understand.
And we talked to Captain Williams. It's been going on for some time. Things are posted. Information are posted online. And we figured out yesterday when we met with me and Tiffany that we're going to enforce a no trespass. It's okay for them to record from on the outside.
Correct.
Fine, it's a public area, but this is ours that was leased and it becomes government facility.
Because the hallway is not.
Correct. However, you're allowing the public to come into this. That's the issue I'm having.
The thing is that the people that was affected by the disaster, one of them said that he was affected by the disaster, came in and started recording, fine, go ahead. from when it changes that you start recording, which is posted everywhere, as you can see, it's not allowed in the building.
So I'm having my sergeant come down here.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, we're walking a fine line. It's not that I
get
don't
it.
want to do anything, but I also don't want to be that guy.
Right. And I mean, like other officers that was here too. I mean, these things are recorded and people information on
The battery, the guy's probably going to go for battery, but
Okay.
as for the others,
yeah, I know. The leader is the one with the microphone that was standing by the door, so he started it.
the guy in the white.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it becomes a issue for the others, and I'm not saying anything against security, but at the same time, that's also where I'm trying to figure out if they are actually allowed as First Amendment to record and stuff. It's not like you have an office, right? And it's me and you are having private conversation. We're kind of like in the open where you're inviting the public. If they're claiming to be a thing, you're inviting them to come in. And with it being the government, you have limited, your hands are cuffed when it comes to the First Amendment. But if this was a private entity and you said, nope, I don't want you here, you need to leave as soon as you record, and then they say no, well, the business has right to privacy. They're more allowed to do that. But with government entities, it's kind of more difficult. It's the same thing with the police department. The police department, like, we have locked doors, and if they try and go past, all right, now we have an issue because it says authorized personnel only, blah 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 blah. But you can stand outside our gate and just record on the inside. But
Because this guy was at your police department too.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
So, and then that's where it comes into effect. Now is your security guard able to do that because of it? You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to kick him out because he's recording, and we're already walking that line of is it even allowed to record or not? And then he tries to escort him out, and then guy defends himself. Yeah. Do you understand? It's kind of a. We didn't have. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So,
They ask people, is it okay if we record you?
I don't think you're
He does none of this.
So we'll figure it out. It's just it's tough with it being a governmental
We have no problem letting anyone come in, but there's a right and a wrong way to do it. He chooses to do it the wrong way so that he can build his.
Because it's not like we're saying that with us at the recording device.
He said, we're not doing our job.
If they want to come inside without the recording device, fine. Because he came in, he's been here like 4 times already. We're working the case with PSD right now, and they're maybe gonna come up. But just leave it outside. If we want to show you or ask you the operation, we're glad to tell you what. But we can't record anything because it was people saying, I live here, this is what I lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's their privacy. And then when you start breaching and people are taking pictures of the private information that you trusted by the government, it's not right.
I agree.
It's not right and it's not wrong, but I mean,
we're towing the line.
Yeah.
This is very, very gray area. Sergeant's going up here.
What's wrong?
Oh, I don't want to be all over YouTube because of this.
Oh, you're already over there. Don't worry about it. You're already on it. You and officer, I forgot what his name that was here. I mean, like, we're working this case for a while now, so.
With the First Amendment auditor, or he actually has a case?
So this is what he started, well, this is our guys right here that he posted. So it's so many recordings online already, and I don't want to be online, but rest assured, they talked about me already online, so. But I know the line that we're towing and everything, that's why we make
Well, that's where we need to have our supervisors tell us what can and can't be done, because the first thing they want is an unlawful arrest or to say something that didn't happen.
And you're gonna get a lawsuit, punitive damages.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a cop too, so
Okay.
I get it. But you know, it's just they've been trying this from last week. So 3 days last week, and actually one of our security guards that was here, he actually he got terminated because of what he was doing. I know he's entwined with that guy on the outside. So they're posting stuff and trying to raise money for him because he got terminated for his paycheck. So even those things are going on right now.
So what rights do they have to trespass them?
Well,
I'm not working that right now.
You're working with the battery?
Correct. I'm trying to figure out if they have the legal opportunity to say, hey, you can't record in here, I need you to get out, get out. If they can,
Then it's absolutely battery.
well, if they can, there's no right to tell them they need to leave and have them happen. It being a governmental facility. They're leasing this area.
Yes,
It
it's
being a
technically theirs.
government.
And I read on the door.
However, if he has the legal authority to say, hey, you guys can't do this in here, you guys need to leave, or you need to stop or leave, and they don't, and then he says, oh, all right, you need to leave, all right, now we definitely have the battery. But if it becomes the, hey, you need to leave, don't touch me, and they had the right to be here.
And that's why I spoke to her and tried to figure out, what's considered the lobby, what's considered common space. That's where press is allowed to be. But when you come trying to barge in and you're cussing at people, that's not how the press acts.
Hello?
No, they're in this little area right here, right at the front of this door.
Are at the front door. Where are you guys standing?
There's one officer that's posted at that door, I'm posted here, and then the other officer is posted there.
And so when somebody comes in, what's the typical procedure?
The typical procedure is ask them if they need FEMA services or SBA services, Small Business Administration, and then they sign in here, they're writing their personal information, their confidential information, and they're asking to be seen by a public affairs or a FEMA specialist.
He's going to be right over
Yeah, this is
right here.
I
So,
still have my injuries. Don't want to press charges on that.
Basically, we're running into this. Does he have the authority to tell them, hey, you guys can't record in here, you need to leave? And if he can say that, then we definitely have a battery on a security guard. If he can't say that, now we have a, hey, don't touch me, and then he retaliates. But at that threshold, where they're inviting the public to come in.
yes, but also too, it says that they have press has the right to
I saw you lift it up and move it, so.
but they're trying to say that
This is common
I feel like I've been hit with a cane.
that's what
It's basically them. This is like their front desk. Is basically this right here. If they didn't make it, so the beginning guy said he was here. He said he signed in and went over here and sat down, pulled out his camera, and started recording. The
he
first
said that
guy.
he was getting services even though he was not.
And then I guess he is, because he was here yesterday and he actually did file for something, but he recorded it then and he came back, and then these guys basically came with him, barged in here, started recording or tried to say yes, we need it, but then they were recording, giving them issues, and that's when they were like, hey, you can't record in here. Which I can understand if you're over here with all these when they're actually talking to people, but when they're signing here, it's basically a name. That's all they're signing in is a name saying I need to be seen, basically signing in, and then they'll sit down. That's where we're at, because they're not writing down their social security number.
Okay.
Which that's what I'm saying. Like this little area would be technically their front lobby area.
Yeah.
And here I can kind of see.
And then from there, that's where you either get to proceed to get services or
Get told no.
yeah, and you can stand right there.
Yeah. So.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm Georgianne, nice to see you. So when they were here before, and Judge came over to
I don't know who Jim Judge is.
runs, he's the new public protection. He had said to call the chief if it happened again. Have y'all reached out to the chief?
We're going through our.
This is our sergeant.
We gotta go
we
through
are
the
making
command
chain
of
command. We contact our sergeant contact
We
the
were just
lieutenant.
trying to figure out the whole craziness because this is, they've been deplorable. This time they really crossed the line. FEMA's trying to get them trespassed.
Are they jerks? Probably, yeah. I'd agree. However, everybody, no matter how much you're a jerk, everybody has rights. And
This
so
is FEMA's.
I understand.
But at the same time, you guys also have a policy that says that news and press and recording is allowed in common area.
That is, but this isn't, this is the argument that's already been used with them and the feds have, is that this has, this contractually is theirs because they're running this race. So it's different, they were arguing different sunshine laws. So they already had to have him pulled one day ago. So, and then the head of FEMA's on the way right now.
I think the issue lies in is like, essentially this is your front desk, right? And the public, anybody's allowed to walk in and try and sign in and talk to people, correct?
No, with the way FEMA is set up now, this is only by appointment because we've already seen in Daytona and Volusia, everybody's already gotten their assistance. So the other day, they finally just had to shut the door, and you couldn't come in unless you had an appointment. So these guys are not in the damaged area, so they have no appointment. They shouldn't be in. And then to that end, they posted all sorts of new information up here also
today.
I'm not saying that you don't have anything. I just want to
that they're coming in and like pushing in.
that you were
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, like, is it one of those, like, you need to leave, and it was pushed, and that's why they got hit, or, because, thank you guys so much, I appreciate it. Thank you. As far as common,
I'm sorry, is your blood pressure okay? I'm worked up, it's elevated, but I'm just trying to calm down.
a water or some
No, thank you, I
snacks?
appreciate that, but I don't need it right now.
Okay, all right. They just checked his vitals.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he was sometimes you don't eat and drink, it makes you feel, okay, I've got control of something in my life. Because this has been, we've been under siege nonstop with this.
What we're trying to say is we would have more leeway if they were like way over here and having issues. But if we're at the
They're
front,
standing at the front door, that's
We
where.
can't make them leave the front door, I know.
Correct.
Yeah, but I've got a back exit, I'll get them out. I can get everybody
No,
out.
we're talking about the auditors.
Yes, yeah. Hey, Scott, are you here yet?
Shouldn't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, is this Rob? Hi, Rob. I just want to let you know, I just seen by the fire department.
I'm Georgine Cherry, Florida Department of Health Emergency Ops. I snuck in the back door. Because I knew that he had been pushed.
in the middle, I'm gonna go talk to the other guy that's not
He's
involved.
very, very nice.
Security officer,
He showed me where
older
he's
guy.
trying to exercise his constitutional right.
I understand that. I'll try and smooth that one over.
I told him that I was coming here to figure out like what they consider lobby.
I got you. Alright, man. I appreciate you being so cooperative and being calm.
Yeah.
I enjoy the calmness. I know you're not with them.
No, but I'm not even recording, I'm just hanging out.
You're just holding it to pretend now.
Well, yeah, I don't want them to think I'm not, you know what I mean? Because who knows what
I got
can
you.
happen.
So, I mean,
I should probably put it back on.
This is all recorded anyway.
Oh, okay.
All documented. So whatever I tell you, you can get it if you want it. I know you're not with them, so it's whatever.
Yeah. And the other guy already left. Me and him we weren't together either, but he ended up leaving.
Okay. I understand that. So with I'm talking to him. We're talking about a whole other incident that he flagged me down about. Okay? Thanks.
Yeah, let me show that to you.
So I know you're the other officer.
So I'm by the door and I'm recording these guys. And this guy comes up.
I will. Then leave. Well, not right this second. No, sir, I'm asking you. Come on. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Get on. Get your hands off me. Come on. Help! 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 Somebody! This guy's abusing me. Help! 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 This guy's abusing me.
People wasn't there that morning. Because look, we're in a very weird situation. I know you're not with them, so what's going on is we're trying to figure out where exactly things technically can start recording and cannot start recording, or where they have the authority to start telling people to get out.
Well, regardless of being able to tell somebody to leave, he doesn't have the right to put his hands out.
I wanted to explain something to you. So as soon as we figure that part out, if he has the right to tell people to leave, and they don't, they have the right to use amount of force to make people leave. That's part of their job, correct? That's part of the stuff. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So you can do whatever you want to do. if it goes that route, I'm not going to press charges on anybody. If it goes the route where he's not allowed to do that, we can, but the most I'm going to do is just file on him. I'm not going to make a physical arrest. Okay. I'm just going to file. If that's what you want to do. But that means you got to go to court, and then you got to do that, and this could be like a year or two later where you have to deal with all this because we don't know when we can and can't record or not can't, where we can and can't.
Right.
Start telling people.
Well, and like I said, I was right by the door, so I mean, I can't see why I wouldn't be able to. But again, that's neither here nor there. But if he's at an area where he's not allowed to touch me, then I would definitely like to have something done. Maybe even just an apology. But the fact of the matter is that when people put hands on other people,
I agree. It escalates everything. So
right, but
I just wanted to know what you were thinking now that we've calmed down a little bit. What were you what you were thinking you were wanting to do?
I wanted to press charges on him, but if I can't, then I can't, right? So if I was in an area doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, then that's fine. But I at least want the gentleman to know that it's not right to put his hands on him. You know what I mean?
He's aware. I've already yelled at him.
Unless he's in, the area or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, if he wants to apologize, I'm good with that. If not, then if he's in the wrong, then I definitely want some repercussions for him. Just like what happened to me. You know what I mean?
Okay, I appreciate it. We already asked that. He's cooling down.
Which one?
The nice one. Of course, as soon as I started talking to him, they swarmed me trying to record him.
Oh, see, I was able to get them to all calm down and separate.
No, they were recording it, but I was talking to him, and he was like, so I kind of watched the original video, and it looks like he tried to escort one of them out, and then the other guy came up, pushed him, and used his thing to push him off of the other one.
So he came to save a buddy.
Correct.
Well, I was outside when I was talking to you guys dispatch because, they got really rowdy. So when I came in, I only saw when I don't know which one was on the ceiling.
Yeah, I watched his video, so you can see that he's sitting there recording the other bunches, which they end up right here, a little bit further, but he's recording them being dumb and what you guys are going to do, because he's like, oh, they're recording, I'm going to record to see what happens, kind of thing. He's not really with them.
Yeah, the guy in the white shirt is not with them.
No, not the white shirt, the other one.
Which one? Oh, the one with the tan shirt when we first came in?
Yes.
Okay.
The one with the baseball hat?
I don't remember if he
He's
had
got
a
a tan shirt, he's shorter.
Oh, okay.
He's not.
He was actually here for services.
Correct. And he just pulled out his phone.
There was one. There was one, and there's four of them, the two guys that were here.
Oh, there was one.
Yes, there was one guy who was actually here for services.
He just started recording because correct. And so that's when he turned his sights on him because he was closest to the door, and he just turned around and was like, "Hey, you need to leave, get out." And that's when he attempted to do his security duties of trying to push him out. That's where we're trying to figure out if that's where we have leeway at, but he's trying to pull him out, push him out. He's like, "Hey, get off me, blah blah blah." And that's when the other guy that you saw hit was pushing him off of the other guy, and then you can kind of see him going like this with it.
So can we're gonna arrest that guy that actually?
Again, we're at the point of
supervisors.
Do we have enough to say that the security guard is acting at his full capacity to be able to do that, or are we still at that? They have a right to be there, and now the security guard just did a battery.
And that's the thing too, is are your security officers allowed to go hands-on?
They're allowed to escort people off the premises, because after what happened the first couple of times, because of the common area, the hallway, our contract starts on the line, black line. So we close one side of the door, and the security guard should stand there and say that, "Are you here for a disaster?" And if you said yes, you're gonna come in.
Right.
So the security guard is standing in the entrance.
Right at the entrance.
Today.
I came afterward, so he's supposed to be standing by the entrance, and it's post the post orders, you need to stand here because we revised it after the last week incident happened. One door, because they can always
So
walk.
then they shouldn't have been able to even enter if he had been standing in the doors when he was supposed to.
If he was.
Yeah.
If he was.
Yeah, but we're trying not to have the man hands-on on anyone because, you know.
This stuff happens.
Yeah, but because, you know, where FEMA goes is almost like we're here to help. We're not here for this chaos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
did the sergeant go over here?
They're all here with us. Yeah, our security is in here with us.
So there's one guy that's not with the group, but he saw them recording and things started happening, so he pulled out his phone and started recording. I watched his video. So it looks like he's sitting there recording. Security guard sitting down, turns around, sees him recording, thinks he's with them, says, "Hey, you guys gotta get out," blah, 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 blah. Goes to go hands-on and pull him out. As he's pulling him out, the guy who actually hit him comes and breaks them up and like pushes him off with his video camera.
His little handle.
And that's where that battery came into play. Okay. So.
And I've got FEMA's person that runs this facility on the phone.
So we have talked to Tony Jackson. We have adequate signage that says they're not supposed to be in here recording.
They're not supposed to be in here, correct?
Per federal law.
At this point, because all the
also,
closed out, other than
this is by appointment only basis.
So this is, see, you have the branch manager, so what's gonna happen?
The security guard is supposed to be standing in the entrance and ask somebody if they have an appointment or if they need services.
Right.
So they shouldn't even be able to walk through the door because security is supposed to be at the door.
Clarification from FEMA's side of the food chain that they can come in without an appointment, get to the door, but then at that point they would be turned away, correct? If they do not have an appointment?
Is the security officer supposed to be standing at the door?
So I kind of take care of the security, the guards. After what happened last week, we revised it and we're gonna close one side of the door. The security guard. The security guard's supposed to stand right there and ask them if they're here where it has to do with a disaster. And if you say yes, we'll move to the side and let you come in. So one guy said that he was, and he came and sat down and then I'll start recording because obviously we're not gonna deny anyone services.
So I'm gonna say this, that when we asked where he was, he said that's his spot right there next to that desk. So I'm gonna assume he's not at that door telling people he can't.
Who, the
security officer.
Where he's sitting right now is basically where he's sitting.
So right now we have 3 security guards on post, right? Just we escalated after what happened last week. And because one is there and that's also a door entrance right here.
Okay, so our question is when the one door was open, where was your security officer standing?
One's supposed to be in front of the door right
You
there.
say supposed to.
Supposed to.
Where was he?
Well,
I can ask.
So here's the thing. No matter what, they're not supposed to record inside this room.
Yes.
That's federal law. Which is posted everywhere.
But what they are arguing is the Chapter 41, which says
Chapter
that
14 says that they don't have the ability to record audio, video within inside this
it
area.
says they're allowed in common space and
But
the
this
lobby.
is not common space
And so
in this area because of what pertinent information is going out.
This is a controlled area.
This is a controlled room. This is like being inside of an office.
This is literally everybody's personal finances.
I think, again, it goes back to my issue of this little section right here is kind of like a lobby. You're allowing people to come in to ask them if they can.
This here?
No, right there.
At the front.
Right at the
They
front,
come in,
yes,
they're
yes.
coming in.
Yeah, so that front little door space, like up to that desk to sign in, that would be in lobby to me. That's where I come in and I say, hey, I need some services. You know, oh, your address doesn't qualify, and then I turn around and I go away. So that would be common area.
Kind of like this, how they just walked in.
Right.
Yeah.
But
That's a common area.
Right, but the thing is that because of what happened last week, we're posting somebody right there at the front.
So
We need somebody outside. So I guess it goes back then. There was no one outside when they first approached earlier today.
I can ask because I wasn't here, but this guy was at the front when I first walked into the building.
I'll ask him. Let's get off on the first First what's your name? Mr. David.
Officer David Lambert.
I'm gonna talk to you as David. David, where were you when this all began?
You want another table?
When it began is I was on my post.
Sitting right here?
No, I was walking around and they said that there's, the guys are coming in. The other officer, Stephen, came and told me that.
How many officers are here today?
3.
Where was, you said one's over there and one's right here, and you're walking around.
And Stephen was over on this side. And he
Yeah, so
said,
this guy was posted at those guys, and he was posted right near the door. So he's the one that's supposed to be first contact and say, hey, are you guys here for disaster business? So, okay.
What? That'd actually be a good idea. Stop. When they came, how did that occur? When they came out?
I was notified that the guy who was recording was seen outside with friends. So I came inside and I told everyone, close the door. Once I told him we went by the door, prepared for ourselves. The man forcefully opened the door and just stepped right in and stood right there. So the cameras in our face.
So the doors were closed, as if you were closed.
yes, and he forced his way in.
Okay.
And it just transpired from there, just snowballed into that. Then we're telling him to not put your cameras in our face. He was taking his phones close to our face like that. Put my hand like that. I said, you're in my space. The guy with the voice kept antagonizing, kept cursing, cursing him. You over and over, continuously. You know my rights, I know my rights. Because he kept up composure, he continued to cuss and try to force himself in. And then he came close, he moved to the side. I said, hey, do not go next to my partner, his gun is there. He said, fuck you, what are you going to do? Just continue going
So I
on.
got a question. I was told that somebody came in that said that they were...
Yes, there's the guy that was with them, that was acting in concert.
So
He
sat-
lied
he sat
and tried
down.
to claim that he was an applicant, but actually snuck in and then started filming with his buddies, and then told him, because they started talking to him, relaying information to him, and they were working in concert, and they're all filming. But the first guy was a liar. He was he was posing as an applicant, but he wasn't. He was trying to help them get information, because this was all planned and all because they were trying to come from the different doors and all attack at once.
Okay.
Behind doors.
Yeah.
So, did you, and you guys heard, so you closed the door, and then you turned around and started trying to deal with him, and that's where they came in, or?
Well, they were trying to come from different sides. That's why we're trying to cover all the doors and all the points of entry at the same time. But the one guy with the white shirt, the main instigator, was standing outside with his camera, but he was trying to lead his buddies, his
I thought you
troops.
said he was already in. Did he walk back out?
Which one are you referring to?
I'm not sure, because you said...
The guy in the white shirt was standing by the door trying to come in. We blocked him from coming in, but the other guys came in.
So
They forced their way.
who came in first?
The guy that assaulted me, the guy in the gray t-shirt.
He was already in here.
He was at the foot door. I'm in the door.
But some technicalities is that one guy was already here because he lied about being an applicant. So no second guy came in.
Right, I'm trying to determine who was that first guy who...
The first guy that was an applicant.
In the black t-shirt, the smaller guy, intoxicated male in the black t-shirt.
So you think we're going to proceed?
The one that you tried to remove to begin with?
I have no Francis, by the way.
He was here.
There's only 4.
Well, the first guy was posing as an applicant. He was in here that he knew later, and he had joined them as doing the filming. The person that...
And that's when you tried to turn around, because I saw the video, you grabbed him trying to remove him from the property after you told them to leave, correct?
I was doing that with the guy in the chair by the door, the guy in the gray t-shirt, not the guy in the black t-shirt. The guy in the black t-shirt was here.
And I talked to
That gentleman right there in the back with the gray shirt. There's the camera right there. With the red.
And he was there already?
He was, he posed as a survivor.
Okay.
And when the other guy came in, this one with the gray shirt, it was showtime.
So that's where we're at right now.
All right. So the initial guy that we talked to and watched the video.
The white,
The one
I didn't
that's...
see his video. That was the guy who was, when we
Yes,
first came
at
in
the front.
That's whose video you watched.
Correct. The one that's not with them. He was already in here and he's claiming that he wanted to be in here because he's claiming to be a survivor. So he was already in here when they came in. He started videoing. So he had the right to be here, essentially. And then when everything started happening, he started recording.
So was he recording before everything happened?
Based on
They said that he was recording, that's why they came over to...
Correct. And while they were dealing with that, that's when they came. They were able to push their way in. Because they closed all the doors.
And so,
knowing that they were about to try to come in. This is getting great and great. So I'm going to go with no, he can't press charges because if we're being told that they can't record and they're doing their due diligence, say, hey, you can't record or get out, now he's refusing to get out, then they're able to...
But they're like, there's security that cannot touch him.
That's their policy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's not ours. Florida law says they're allowed to use as much as they need to get people off the property. Just like if it's your house, you're allowed to pick somebody up and toss them off your property if you don't want them there and they refuse. Correct? That's where we're at. They're representatives, and they're not allowed to record in here per U.S. code.
And that's not considered a lobby or common area, so they can't even argue that.
Especially if the door was closed.
So how did they get in if the door was closed?
It's unlocked. I've walked in and out like 4 times. I'm going to go with they're in there right if it's properly posted to with the U.S. code. I guess will depend on what they say. See, the issue is that the space by the tenant agency for non-commercial purposes only with the permission of the company agency. This is basically, to me that's saying it's not normally open to the public. It's just like legitimate offices and they're just occupying it to do their work.
Correct.
They're inviting people to come in. That's my issue.
Yeah, and what he's arguing, the one guy with the white shirt, not the other one, what he's arguing is his right to record and document because he has a YouTube channel and feels like he's part of the press. And then the other ones are very aggressive. The other two, on one side. So then the guy in the tan shirt was the one who signed in. He was messing with his phone, recording or something when he first got here.
The guy that talked to us at the farm. Yes.
So, did he actually use services or did he lie to come in?
I didn't ask him about services because quite frankly I don't care.
Because they're saying that he lied about services. He falsified a document.
That's on them. That's a federal thing. I firmly believe he wasn't part of them. I think they're just paranoid. I'm trying to determine because I can see him in this back corner.
Yeah,
did he get up after they walked in?
Correct. When I started the job, I thought he was a survivor. When I paid attention, he was over here. My partner was talking to him. When he first met his guys on here on your side, I got it all on tape. But then the story changed once he was telling him to leave, and he said no. And then they were talking to him.
I'm on your side. Doesn't sound like he's with them. He's just saying, hey, I got
telling us that I'm on your side. I got it wrong.
I may be in public, but he doesn't get his right. He's interrupted.
I'm sorry. They told you that they're closing and that you can come back to
Well, I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to him. He asked me a question. I was trying to fulfill his answer.
So are you guys finished with your business here?
No, because I'm still talking to him.
Okay, well, he's putting a heavy rock, so can we walk toward the door and talk?
Would you mind walking and talking?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
He doesn't have to follow us, does he?
He has the right to be wherever.
Is that your IQ?
Okay, guys, he has the right to be in this building, in this hallway.
But he doesn't have the right to cuss in my life.
And I apologize for cussing in front of her. I didn't cuss at her. I cussed at Ken, that asshole. See, there he goes again. That's free speech.
It's crazy.
It happens.
Yeah, they're here. They're not going anywhere. They're not looking for you.
They're waiting for.
They want to come in here.
They're waiting for
This
us.
is what they want.
It's got to follow.
Yes, but sir, I'm telling you.
They're waiting for us.
They have another way to let you out. They can let you out another way. So if you just go with one of them, they will bring you to the. Yeah, right there. He's going to escort you to your vehicle.
Educated himself literally sat in the parking lot the other day for a while.
Well, they're all right here. They haven't gone out to the right there, right? Yeah, correct.
They're waiting on us.
They want to know what we find out, and they want to be in here.
I mean, we just need to get information and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure we'll do a 14 report regardless.
You have FEMA security here.
Do we have a I'm waiting on what Anthony Jackson says.
Yes, we do.
Because like I said,
We have a video from somebody who's willing to give us a video.
I think, I mean,
Because these guys are being trespassed in this one, and we've already identified the person that hit him.
we have not yet.
We need to do that.
Well, so that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. My issue is that the guy that he originally attempted to pull out was actually a person here.
But he doesn't want anything to do
Saw the commotion, went over here, started recording them, interacting with them, turned around, grabbed him, said, hey, thinking he's with them, you need to get out, said refuse, so he attempted to move him out, and then that's when the other guy saw that, was like, no, you can't do that.
Okay, so he's still on him. Committed a battery.
We also have security cameras.
Okay.
Let me go see if it caught anything like that. And I'll take whoever else wants to go out.
We know who, he's still out there. He's waiting on us. They're still out here. So,
And the gentleman who was being escorted out was actually here for services.
they allowed him in here, blah, 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 blah.
So he's here for services, so
he wants to press charges on him.
he's doing his job. He has the right to escort people.
Correct. I've already tried to smooth that over. He's almost there anyway, but that's where. But
the other guy does not have the right to hit him.
That's where I was going with
He's
it.
getting arrested for battery, and the other ones are told. Besides, are you guys good with the one who actually needs to make a claim to come back in?
Which one actually needs to make a claim?
That was the first one that was in here. He was
The
sitting
darker
down.
shirt one.
No, sir, he can't come in here because he falsified saying he.
How do you know that that's on his name and that he didn't need services?
Because he sat there, he started filming, and then he started walking around, and the young lady was saying she'll take him next. He had no intentions on getting service. He started recording and he started filming and walking around. He was a part of that group. He was literally sitting, and then when they got in, he got up and just went on his. He knew that.
Everybody can go.
He knew that.
The one guy go to jail. The other guy trespass. If they want to stay,
They can stay in the common property area.
Yeah.
And come in here. How you doing? What's your name, sir?
Okay, can we ask you a question?
You are under investigation. Okay. You are being detained. Okay.
My name is Sean Berry, it's CWN, BEROY.
Do you have your ID?
I can tell you my birthday, October 24th, 1965. I have ID.
Where do you live, sir?
Huh?
Where do you live?
Yes, I live in this, I'm required to live in under the forest.
Okay. Go ahead and do me a favor. Put down your camera.
Okay.
Stand up. Turn around and face the wall.
Yeah, have my camera off. Can someone take my camera? Can you take my camera?
Would you like him to take your camera?
Yep, please. Now, you haven't even heard my side of the story, have you? You already got your story straight. You haven't even heard my side of the story. That's bad.
You're a pretty big guy, so put out this.
does have a CCW charge.
Okay. You don't have that weapon or anything?
I don't have any questions. Well, see,
over
they got their investigation on the inside without even asking me my side of the story. See, they've already made a determination.
We've watched the video.
They've already made their investigation, their determination without even hearing my side of the story. Where I was battered, I'm the victim. I was battered by that man. They tried to hold him back several times, but he got past them and he battered me. He grabbed me and tried to shove me around.
Do you want them to take this camera too?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Okay.
Can somebody grab this camera here? Thank you.
Is there anything else you want them to take? You want them to take your wallet?
Yeah, please. I'll take my wallet.
Okay. Your ID is going to go with us, okay? There you go. Do you want your hat to go with them too? Because you can't. Yeah. Thank you. Is there anything else?
No, I guess that's it.
All right, let's go out to my car.
You know I'm a victim of misconduct.
Okay.
I was battered.
Here's the thing, Mr. Berry. If you're willing to let me talk, are you willing to let me talk?
I want my attorney at this point. You can tell me why you want attorney. I'm the victim. I want my attorney.
That's fine. I'm not asking you any questions, so you can say whatever you want.
Respectfully, I understand this one.
Okay, that's fine. If you don't want to talk to me, I won't tell you what we've found. We can read it in the report.
I've got my video. Nobody did that part.
It'd be easier if you turn towards me and then sit on it like a bench. So you can, if you want to.
Okay.
Like this. Yep. Put your feet towards.
The freedom of the press is one of the greatest bulwarks of liberty and can never be restrained but by despotic governments.
Screaming, and the